English while growing through real life. I'm Erin.
And I'm Evan. And today's episode is a little different. It's not just about English. It's about you. About that strange feeling we all get sometimes, when life feels like it's moving forward, but we're standing still.
Ugh, yes. That stuck in the mud feeling, where everything around you seems fine, but inside, you feel lost, out of sync, maybe even questioning if you're on the right path at all.
Mm-hmm. And if that's where you are right now, please know, this episode is for you. We're not here to lecture or fix you. We're here to talk, like friends, to share what we wish someone had told us when we felt that way.
And while we have this heart-to-heart, you'll also be learning naturally. Because throughout this episode, you'll hear powerful vocabulary, phrasal verbs, natural expressions, and some real English idioms sprinkled right into the conversation. It's learning without the textbook.
And hey, if a few expressions fly over your head, don't stress. Charlotte will join us at the end with her warm, clear breakdown of all the vocabulary, so you won't miss a thing.
Plus, there's a free PDF waiting for you, with the full transcript, comprehension and grammar exercises, and some thoughtful reflection prompts to help you not just learn English, but grow through what you go through.
So take a deep breath. Maybe grab a warm drink, and let's dive in.
Here's our first reflection. What if feeling lost isn't the end of your story, but the turning point?
That really hits, Erin, because honestly, when you're lost, it doesn't always look dramatic on the outside. Sometimes life looks fine, routine, normal, but inside, you feel like you're standing still, like the world is moving, and you're just watching it.
Yeah, totally. I've been there. You wake up, go to work, talk to people, smile, but something inside you feels off, like you're on autopilot. You're doing all the right things, but it's like your heart is somewhere else.
I remember this morning a few years back. I was sitting in my car, getting ready to walk into work. Everything looked perfect from the outside. Stable job, regular hours, friendly team. But that morning, I just sat there staring at the steering wheel. I didn't want to move. I thought, is this it? Is this how the next 10 years will feel? And that moment hit me like a wave. That's when I knew I was off course.
Yeah, I've felt that too. For me, it was like walking through a huge maze. Every turn I took just brought more confusion. I kept asking myself, am I doing the right thing? Is this really my path, or just the one I fell into? And the worst part? Everyone around me seemed to have it together, like they had maps, and I had nothing.
Exactly. That feeling of being stuck. It's uncomfortable. But honestly, sometimes that discomfort is your wake-up call. It's your sign that something needs to change.
Yeah, it's painful, but powerful. Because when you hit that moment, when you say, wait, what am I doing? That's the beginning of clarity. It's the start of something new.
And you know what often leads us off course in the first place? It's not always bad choices. It's listening to too many voices, except our own.
Ugh, yes. So many voices, right? Parents, teachers, friends, even random people online. Everyone has an opinion on what you should do. Study this. Work here. Speak like this. And over time, you stop hearing your own voice. You start living by someone else's expectations.
It's like there's a little compass inside you, your heart, your gut, your instinct. But if that compass gets even a little off, just a few degrees, you end up miles away from where you were meant to go. You follow the safe path, the one that looks good, but doesn't feel good.
Oh, that was me in college. I picked a major that sounded impressive, not one I actually liked. And years later, yeah, I had the degree, but no passion, just a lot of confusion and regret.
Yeah, and that's why checking in with your inner compass matters. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to? Or because I think I'm supposed to? There's a big difference.
So true. Sometimes the loudest voice needs to be your own.
But once you hear your voice again, there's something else waiting for you. Something most of us try to avoid: uncertainty.
We all want plans. We want answers. We want control. So when we don't know what's next, we panic. But here's the truth. Uncertainty isn't always a bad thing. In fact, it can be a gift. It gives us space. Space to think, to explore, to rediscover what actually matters.
Yeah, I remember when I left my job. I had no plan B. Just this strong, uncomfortable feeling that it wasn't the right place for me anymore. People thought I was crazy. And to be honest, I thought I was too. But those next few months, wow, they were full of growth. I read, I rested, I took walks, I learned new things. And slowly, I found a new direction.
See? When things are uncertain, we become curious again. We try new things. We listen more. It's scary, yes, but it's also where the magic happens. It's the space between the old and the new.
So if you're feeling unsure right now, it's okay. You don't have to have all the answers. Just stay open, stay curious, and trust that something new is unfolding, even if you can't see it yet.
Okay, so once you've taken a breath and accepted that it's okay to not know everything, the next step is looking inward. Not at your to-do list, not at what others expect from you, but at what really matters to you.
Yeah, this is where values come in. And I don't mean big, complicated ideas, just simple truths. Ask yourself, what 3 things do I deeply care about in life? Maybe it's family. Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's learning, kindness, health. If you're feeling lost, it's often because you've been walking away from these values without realizing it.
Ugh, yeah, I've felt that. I remember a time I was so busy trying to be productive that I completely stopped doing things that made me feel alive, like writing and talking with close friends. When I looked back, I realized I had drifted from what made me, me.
Hmm. And when you reconnect with those values, things begin to shift. You may still feel unsure, but now, at least you're moving in a direction that feels true to your heart.
And once you know what matters to you, it's time to do something small. Really small. Because big change doesn't happen all at once.
One thing that really helped me was setting tiny goals, like really tiny. On some days, I didn't feel like doing anything, so I told myself, just write 1 sentence today, or just take a 10-minute walk. That's it.
Yeah, I once set a goal to just get out of bed and drink water, and I'm not even joking. But you know what? That one small action gave me a sense of progress. And progress, no matter how small, builds confidence. It builds momentum.
Yes, we often think change has to be big. But honestly, it's the small wins that move us forward, step by step, day by day. Even something as simple as saying 1 sentence in English out loud each morning can shift your energy.
So if you're feeling stuck, don't wait for a huge breakthrough. Start with one small, easy win today, and let it build from there.
And hey, even when you're doing your best, some days are still tough. That's why having people around you really matters.
Yeah. When I was lost, one of the best things I did was talk to a friend. Just one honest conversation. I told him how I was feeling, even though I felt awkward and unsure. And you know what? He didn't try to fix me. He just listened. And that alone made me feel seen.
Exactly. Sometimes just knowing that someone understands you, that someone is there, even silently, it makes a huge difference. Whether it's a friend, a teacher, a mentor, or even an online community, having someone to check in with can give you strength.
And it's not about being perfect. It's about being supported. When you share your journey with someone, you also feel more accountable. You start showing up, not just for yourself, but because someone out there believes in you.
So if you're listening right now and feeling alone, reach out. Send that message. Make that call. You're not weak for needing support. You're strong for taking that step.
Mm-hmm. Even the small steps count.
Yeah. And once you've taken that step, even if it's small, it deserves a little celebration. We often wait to feel proud until we've reached some big goal. But what about the tiny victories? The quiet moments where you kept going, even when it was hard?
Ugh, I feel that. We remember our mistakes so clearly, right? But the good moments, the brave choices, we forget them. Even something like getting out of bed when you didn't want to, or finally starting that journal, or asking someone for advice. That's a milestone too.
Totally. I started writing a little lost and found journal last year. Nothing fancy, just quick notes. On one side, I wrote down moments when I felt stuck, confused, unsure. And on the other side, I wrote what I learned or found during that time. And wow, looking back, I realized I wasn't as lost as I thought. I was just growing.
I love that. Because even when life feels like a mess, it's still your journey. The detours, the wrong turns, they teach you something. They make you wiser, more human.
Exactly. So maybe today, just take a second to look at your own story. Think about a moment you felt lost. And ask yourself, what did I find there? Maybe you found patience. Maybe you found a friend. Or maybe you found the courage to begin again.
Yeah, and that's worth celebrating. Not with fireworks, just with kindness. A small smile, a deep breath, a reminder that you're still on your way. And that's enough.
That gave me goosebumps. I think we both needed that reminder too.
And we hope you found something meaningful in today's talk, whether it was a new thought, a shift in perspective, or even just the feeling that you're not alone.
And now, as always, it's time for a little help with the English side of things. Charlotte's here to break down some of the vocabulary we used in this episode.
So, if a few words flew over your head, don't worry. Charlotte will walk you through them in a simple, clear way. Let's join her now.
Hey there, my lovely learners. It's Charlotte here, and I've got you covered. In today's episode, Aaron and Evan used some really helpful words and expressions. Maybe a few of them felt new or confusing, that's totally okay. Let's go through them together, nice and easy. Heart to heart, meaning a deep, honest conversation between two people. Example, we had a heart-to-heart about how unhappy I was with my job. Regret, meaning a sad or guilty feeling about something you did or didn't do. Example, she quit her job too early and now she regrets that decision. Uncertainty, meaning not knowing what will happen, feeling unsure. Example, there was a lot of uncertainty after he moved to a new country. Curious, meaning wanting to learn more or explore something. Example, she was curious about painting, so she joined a weekend class. Drift, meaning to move slowly without control or direction. Example, he didn't notice how far he had drifted away from his real goals. Momentum, meaning the energy that keeps something moving forward. Example, once she started studying every day, she built momentum and improved quickly. Breakthrough, meaning a big and important discovery or progress after a struggle. Example, after weeks of trying, he had a breakthrough in understanding English grammar. Accountable, meaning being responsible for your actions and decisions. Example, I feel more accountable when I study with a friend because I don't want to let them down. Mentor, meaning a person who gives you advice and helps you grow. Example, my English teacher became my mentor and guided me through many challenges. Milestone, meaning an important step or event in your life or journey. Example, finishing her first English book was a huge milestone for her. Detours, meaning a different or longer way you take when the main path is blocked. Example, his career had many detours, but each one taught him something new. Goosebumps, meaning small bumps on your skin when you feel strong emotions like fear, excitement, or inspiration. Example, her story gave me goosebumps. It was so powerful. Perspective, meaning the way you see or understand something. Example, after speaking with her grandmother, she gained a new perspective on life. Autopilot, meaning doing something without thinking as a habit. Example, he was living on autopilot, just waking up, going to work, and sleeping again. Crossroads, meaning a point in life when you must make an important decision. Example, she felt like she was at a crossroads. Should she stay at her job or start something new? That's it for today. Use a few of these words this week, and I promise you'll sound more fluent and confident in no time. See you in the next vocabulary breakdown.
Thanks, Charlotte. That was super helpful, as always. Honestly, even I learn something new every time she breaks things down like that.
Same here. And hey, if you're listening and made it all the way to the end of this episode, we just want to say, we're proud of you.
Yeah. Whether you're lost, finding your way, or already on a new path, you showed up today, and that counts.
Don't forget to download your free PDF from the link in the description.
We'll see you next time on the English Leap podcast. Until then, keep learning, keep growing.
And most importantly, keep being kind to yourself. Bye for now.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.